District Quiz Bowl, sponsored by State Senator Dan DeGrow. My name is Karen Jamison, and I will be your moderator for today's match between Port Huron Northern High School and Lapeer West High School. Okay, first, no, we won't do that. I will introduce our judges. Our judge today is Judy Allen, who's also on staff with Senator DeGrow, and our scorekeeper today is Sheila Myron, who works with the Department of Education in Lansing. Now let's meet the teams. First, we'll have Port Huron Northern introduce themselves.
Andy Irwin.
Michael Campbell.
Katie Ketchum.
Scott Palladino.
Okay, now Lapeer West.
Nick McMullen.
Oops, start on this side.
Chris Gantley.
Wendy Ostrom. Saba Khan.
Nick McMullen.
Okay, and you know who are the captains? Give me a hint here. Raise your hand. You are?
Yes.
Okay, and only the captains can answer the bonus question. We just use the buzzers. I'm sure they're fine. Okay, are we ready to go? Let's do it. Toss-up question, presidential acts. Name the president who issued the Specie Circular requiring the use of gold and silver for land purchases. No answer? Jackson. Toss-up question, executive departments. Which department of the executive branch represents the U.S. in legal matters, directs the Immigration and Naturalization Service, and provides means for enforcing federal laws? Blue team?
The Justice Department.
That is correct. Bonus for Port Huron Northern. Asian history. It was separated from India by huge mountain ranges and deep valleys. It was isolated in northern Asia by the dreary flatlands bordering Tibet and Mongolia. What ancient nation lay sealed off for centuries from the rest of the world? Your answer?
Nepal.
No, I'm sorry, it's China. Toss-up. Dramatic quotes. What fictional character uttered these words? Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions? If you prick us, do we not bleed? Time, Shylock. Toss-up. Pollution. Phosphates and nitrates entering a lake may cause the accelerated growth of microorganisms, which may become so thick as to preclude light from reaching much below the surface. This rapid reproduction of algae is sometimes called
An algae bloom?
That is correct. Wait till sometimes I don't see the light, so wait till I say blue before you answer, then I'm listening. Okay, bonus question for the blue team. Forms of literature. Name the type of narrative song that celebrates such real or imaginative people as Robin Hood, Casey Jones, John Henry, and Jesse James.
Ballad.
Yeah. Okay.
Ballad.
Correct. Toss-up question. Root words. What is the meaning of the root in this list of words? Exfoliation, trefoil, foil, portfolio, foliaceous, cinquefoil. Blue.
Leaves.
That is correct. Bonus for Port Huron Northern. History and Roman numerals. The United States was at war with what nation in the year MDCCCXII?
France.
No, I'm sorry, it's Great Britain.
Yeah, 1812.
Toss-up question, areas and quadrilaterals. I'll do it slower since this is toss-up and you don't have paper and pencil. What is the area of an isosceles trapezoid with bases of 8 and 20 feet and whose lower base angle has a measure of 45 degrees? Time. It's 84 square feet. Sorry about that. Toss-up question, the Constitution. Which article of the U.S. Constitution provides for a Congress and defines its powers to make laws? Blue.
Article 1.
Correct. Bonus for Port Huron Northern. Ecology. In the last stage of environmental succession, a stable community develops that is capable of maintaining itself as long as the climate does not change. This is known as what kind of community? I need an answer.
Climax.
That is correct. Toss-up question, barons. In what valley did the Baron von Steuben spend the winter of 1777 with George Washington? Blue.
Valley Forge.
Correct. Bonus for Port Huron Northern. Interpolation. The sine 30 degrees equals 0.5000. The sine 31 degrees equals 0.5150. What is the sine of 30 degrees 40 minutes?
Yeah.
0.505.
No, I'm sorry, it's 0.5100. Toss-up question, lava. What type of lava is used for the following applications? Lightweight concrete, cleansers and scouring powders, abrasive green.
Pumice.
That is correct. Bonus for Lapeer West. Notable quotes. In what country was General Anthony McAuliffe when he made this response to a demand for surrender during the Second World War? Nuts. I need your answer.
France.
No, I'm sorry, it's Belgium. Toss-up question, parts of speech. What part of speech is the fourth word in this quote by Mark Twain? Wagner's music is better than it sounds. Blue.
Adjective.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. No answer, green, it's an adverb. Toss-up question, North American geography. How many U.S. states share a common border with Mexico? Blue.
4.
Correct. Bonus for Northern. Literature and biology. What was the genus and species of a character in Kipling's Barrack Room Ballads known as Fuzzy Wuzzy? I need your answer.
Ursa grizzlius.
Homo sapiens.
Oh.
Toss-up. Air attacks. The USS Panay was sunk in 1937 in China by the Air Force of what nation? Blue.
Japan.
That is correct. Bonus for Port Your Northern. Gravity. The differences between the expected and the measured values of gravity are referred to as gravity what?
Error.
No, I'm sorry, anomalies. Toss-up. Making crime pay. What crime has been committed when Mary Brown uses her personal computer and laser printer to produce perfect replicas of $20 bills? Blue.
Counterfeiting.
That is correct. Bonus for Port Your Northern. Animal anatomy. It is a flexible supporting rod along the back of an animal present at some time in their development and retained by primitive chordates throughout their lives. Name this structure.
Notochord.
That is correct. Toss-up question. Percentage. To reach the top of a 99-foot high cliff, a climber's rope had to be increased by 32% of its length. How long was the rope in the first place? Okay, time, 75 feet. Toss-up. Art styles. Name the style of decoration favored by the Moors that employed intricate patterns of stylized blue.
Arabesque.
Correct. Bonus for Port Your Northern. World geography. It is a high, steep promontory and part of the Tierra del Fuego archipelago. Sailors have always dreaded this area because of the turbulent seas. What is the name of this cape?
That's what I think of.
Cape Horn.
Correct. Toss-up question. Weather fronts. What type of front results from warm air moving into a region of colder air? Time? It's a warm front. Toss-up. You were trying to think of something. Novels. What novel by Jack London describes a ferocious wolf dog that is gradually domesticated? I can't see who buzzed. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm sorry. Lapeer West?
White Thing.
That is correct. You need to move your Lapeer West sign just a little bit. There we go. Thank you. Okay, bonus question for Lapeer West. 106. War. In 1950, United Nations troops captured the capital of North Korea. Name that city.
Saigon.
No, I'm sorry, it's Pyongyang. Toss-up question, undefined terms. What, according to geometricians, has position only but lacks length, width, and thickness? Blue.
Point.
That is correct. Bonus question, Port Your Northern. Cities by the sea. These cities are all adjacent to what sea? Nice, Barcelona, Tunis, Genoa. I need your answer.
Mediterranean.
Correct. Toss-up question. Diseases. Sometimes the symptoms of a disease, let me try this again. Sometimes the symptoms of a disease disappear for a period of time. Such an occurrence is called a period of what? Blue.
Remission.
Correct. Bonus for Port Your Northern. Amplitude and graphing. Find the amplitude of the graph of y equals 3 sine 2 theta.
Three.
That is correct. Toss-up question, gravity. The force of gravity between two objects is directly proportional to the product of their what? Blue.
Distance.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. No answer, green. I'm sorry, time has been called. It's masses. Toss-up question. PJs. In 1955, while recovering from a heart attack, he wore pajamas bearing the words, "Much better, thank you." Who was this American president? Blue.
Eisenhower.
Correct. Bonus question for Port Huron Northern. Eye problems. What is the three-letter name for a painful infection of the hair follicles of the eyelashes? Time?
No answer.
Sty. Toss-up. Aircraft and war. The Hurricane was one of the two aircraft that enabled Britain to win the defensive Battle of Britain. Name the other. Blue.
The Supermarine Spitfire.
That is correct. Bonus for the blue team, vocabulary and physics. What three-syllable term describes a speed, velocity, or acceleration that does not change with time? I need your answer.
Absolute.
No, uniform. Toss-up, privateers. He was commissioned with letters of marque in 1696 to attack the French and seize pirates. He turned the expedition into one of piracy. Name this man who was later hanged at Execution Dock. No answer, William Kidd. Toss-up, landforms. What is the name for the landform that connects Africa and Asia, or the Peloponnesus, with the rest of Greece? Blue.
Peninsula.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Green.
Isthmus?
Isthmus is correct. Bonus question, Lapeer West. Marine life. What is the general name for this crustacean? It glues itself to a rock or piling by cement glands at the base of its first antennae, and its life as an adult is spent upside down.
Barnacle? Barnacle.
That is correct. Say it with authority. Toss up. Mathematical symbols. What is the meaning of a mathematical symbol depicted as three short parallel lines above one another? Blue.
Summation.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. No answer, green, is an identically equal or equivalent. Either one would have been accepted. Toss-up question, this is a multiple choice. What literary device is used below? If one would be rich, should he labor to increase his possessions or to diminish his desires? Is it inversion, antithesis, pseudonym, apostrophe, or personification? Green.
Apostrophe?
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. No answer, blue. It's of antithesis. Okay. Toss-up question. This is also a bonus. Whose newspapers were frequently cited as prime examples of yellow journalism? Was it Joseph Pulitzer, W.R. Hearst, Horace Greeley, W.E.B. Du Bois, or Whitewall Reid? Blue.
Pulitzer.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Green.
Hearst?
Hearst is correct. Bonus question for Lapeer West. This is also multiple choice. The Mexican leader and general during most of the conflict over Texas between the United States and Mexico was Santa Anna, Pancho Villa, Lopez Perillo, Benito Juarez, or Lazard Cardenas?
Okay. No, it's Santa Ana.
That is correct. Toss-up question. This is also multiple choice. Which musical term means very loud? Green.
Mezzo forte?
No, I'm sorry, that's not one of the choices. The choices are diminuendo, dolce, adagio, collando, or fortissimo. Blue.
Fortissimo.
That is correct. Bonus question. Blue team, this is also the last multiple choice, I hope. Which of these works was not written by Mark Twain? A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, Roughing It, Life on the Mississippi, The Prince and the Pauper, The Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast?
That is correct. Toss-up question. First aid. Walt Garrison's shoulder became dislodged from his joint during a football game. What term would the team trainer use to describe this condition? Blue.
Dislocated?
Correct. Bonus question, Port Huron Northern. Franklin's quotes. Benjamin Franklin was once asked, "Well, doctor, what have we got? A republic or a monarchy?" He replied, "A republic if you can..." What? Your answer?
Rule it?
Keep it. Toss up. European history. In 1479, two kingdoms were united into the nation of Spain. One of these was Castile. Name the other. Blue.
Aragon.
That is correct. Bonus question for Port Huron Northern. Fraternities. The letter G located below a set of calipers and above a carpenter's square is a symbol of what group?
I think so.
Masons?
Correct. Toss-up question. Reproduction. What term describes a hydra that possesses both female and male sex organs? Blue.
Hermaphrodite?
That is correct. Bonus for the blue team. Old West literature. Edward Zane Carroll Judson was an inveterate duelist and was credited with creating the genre of dime novels. What was his pen name? I need your answer.
Oh, Henry.
Ned Buntline. Toss-up, grammar and moods. What mood is used in this example by Tennyson? Love thou thy land with love far brought. Time is... Okay, we have halftime. We'll take a 3-minute break. The answer was imperative.
I was going to say that.
Welcome back to Quiz Bowl. We have a match here between Port Huron Northern High School and Lapeer West High School. The score at this time is Port Huron Northern 310, Lapeer West, 70. That was the match before me. So you get kind of crazy when you get up here. Okay, do we have the same captains? And we have the same teammates. We had no substitutions? Okay, ready to go? I'm ready. Toss-up question. Music history. Which of the 3 great B's of music was born last? I'm green.
Brahms.
That is correct. Bonus question for Lapeer West. Algebraic operations. Perform the operations stated. 3xy plus 1.2xy minus 0.6xy equals what?
3.6xy.
That is correct. Toss-up question. I can hear whispering. Land deals. One evening, he bought 4,000 miles of Pacific coastline and 375 million acres of new American territory for less than 2 cents an acre. Name the U.S. Secretary of State who pulled off blue.
Seward.
That is correct. Bonus for Northern. Scientists and geography. Name the homeland of Copernicus.
Poland. Yeah.
Poland.
Correct. Toss-up question. Eyes. The eyes of what class of animals are described below? Their eyes are larger relative to body size, and their photoreceptors are denser per unit of retinal area than any other vertebrate. Blue?
Owl.
That is correct. Okay, we would have accepted any bird. Bonus question, pharaohs. After the death of her husband in 1504 BC, she became regent for her young stepson, Thutmosis III. Seizing the throne, she assumed the function and insignia in the in the dress of a male pharaoh and ruled for nearly 20 years. Name her.
Oh. What?
I need your answer.
Nefertari?
No, it's Hatshepsut.
Yeah.
I was hoping someone could answer that. I'm going to pronounce it. Parodies, toss-up question, both teams. This quote by the geologist Wilson Hinckley is a parody of a quote attributed to whom? All Gaul is divided into 3 parts. Blue.
Julius Caesar.
That is correct. Wait till I say blue. Okay. Bonus for the blue team. Stunning upset, because when I'm saying blue, you're saying the answer and I don't hear it. Stunning upsets. In an upset in 1990, Violetta Chamorro beat whom in the election for her country's presidency?
No idea.
Your answer, please.
Salinas?
No, it's Daniel Ortega. Toss-up, chemicals. It is a volatile, inflammable liquid composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. It is a valuable anesthetic obtained by heating alcohol with sulfuric acid. Name this substance. Blue.
Hexane.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. No answer. Green is ether. Toss-up, spelling and landforms. Spell a word that comes close to rhyming with Christmas that refers to a narrow strip of land. Green.
ISTHMUS.
That is correct. Bonus question, Lapeer West High School. Constitutional requirements. A person running for the House of Representatives must be at least 25 years old and must have been a U.S. citizen for at least how many years?
7.
Correct. Toss-up question, reasoning. What type of reasoning is used in the example below? I've examined 296 robin eggs, and every one of them is spotted. Therefore, all robin eggs are spotted. Blue.
Syllogism?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Green.
Deductive?
Pardon?
Deductive reasoning?
No, I'm sorry, it's inductive reasoning. Toss-up. Mediterranean geography. It is enclosed on 3 sides by France. On the south, it borders the Mediterranean Sea. Its area is only 0.6 of a square mile. Name this tiny principality. Green.
Monaco.
That is correct. We could probably name the characters in it more. Bonus question for the green team. Electricity. Electrical energy used commercially is usually measured in what units?
Watts. Or kilowatt hours?
Your answer, please.
Watts.
No, I'm sorry, it's kilowatt hours. Toss-up question, tactics. He said, when the enemy advances, we retreat. When he halts, we harry him. When he retreats, we pursue. Name the future leader of Communist China who said this. Blue.
Deng Xiaoping.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. No answer, green. It's Mao Zedong. Toss-up question. Literary theories. A theory was promulgated in 18th century England that Francis Bacon was actually the author of all the works of what British author? Blue.
Shakespeare.
Correct. Bonus question, northern. Circles. What is the name for that region between 2 concentric circles?
Ring.
No, it's an annulus or something close to that. Toss-up. Anatomy. Hydrogen and carbon are 2 of the 4 most abundant elements in the human body. Name the other 2. Green.
Oxygen and nitrogen.
That's correct. Bonus question, Lapeer West. Groundwater. The pumping of groundwater from a well creates a dimple in the water table. Progressively, this dimple becomes larger as more water is pumped. Eventually, it becomes very pronounced and is called a cone of what?
Erosion.
No, I'm sorry, it's a cone of depression. Toss-up, the Odyssey. This nymph of the island of Ogygia detained Odysseus. Green.
Calypso.
That is correct. Bonus question, this is a multiple choice. Which of these organs produces a substance that breaks down large globules of fat? Is it the spleen, pancreas, uterus, liver, or esophagus?
Pancreas.
No, I'm sorry, it's the liver. Toss-up question. This is also multiple choice. Most banks guarantee their deposits through an agency of the federal government, which is abbreviated as FDIC, ICC, Blue.
FDIC.
That's correct. Bonus for Northern. This is also a multiple choice. Which of these creatures typically moves rapidly backward when alarmed? Tick, crayfish, wasp, grasshopper, or millipede?
Crayfish.
That's correct. Toss-up question. This is also a bonus. Also bonus. This toss-up question is also multiple choice. Okay. Non-pareil, N-O-N-P-A-R-E-I-L, means not parallel, having no equal, unpaired, paired in groups of 9, or not from Paris. Blue.
Having no equal?
That is correct, despite my pronunciation on that one too. Bonus for Northern. This is a multiple choice. Which sentence incorporates an infinitive phrase? Finding the lost dog was hard. He eventually learned to avoid crowds. She traveled to the hills often. Or nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
The first one.
No, second one. He eventually learned to avoid crowds. Toss-up question. The neocortex. A gyrus is one of the prominent rounded elevations on the surface of the neocortex. Another more common name for such a fold is a what? Time convolution. Toss-up. History of science. American interest in the practical aspects of what field were advanced by the efforts of Matthew Maury? A household name, I see. No answer. Oceanography. Toss-up. Machines and pulleys. The effort distance is how many times the load distance when an object is suspended from a single movable pulley? Green.
2 times.
That's correct. Bonus for Lapeer West. Latitude. The most northerly latitude in the northern hemisphere at which the sun is ever directly overhead at noon is called the what?
No answer.
It's Tropic of Cancer. Toss-up. Carpentry. Carpenters frequently use the abbreviation OC when laying out studs for a wall. What is the meaning of this abbreviation? No answer. On center. Toss-up. U.S. troops abroad. In 1958, at the request of President Chamoun, the U.S. sent Marines to stabilize the Switzerland of the Middle East. This phrase referred to what country? Green.
Israel.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. No answer, no, that's Lebanon. Toss-up, crime. A firing squad, electrocution, hanging, and the gas chamber are all methods of carrying out what kind of punishment? Green.
Capital.
That's correct. Bonus for Lapeer West. Oceans and cities. The city of Dakar, Senegal, is on the shores of what ocean?
Pacific.
Sorry, it's Atlantic. Okay, toss-up question. Mythology. He turned mad from vexation and stabbed himself when the armor of Achilles was awarded to Odysseus instead of to himself. Sophocles said this madman attacked a ram mistaken for Odysseus. Name this Trojan war hero. Green.
Hector.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Blue.
Ajax.
Ajax is correct. Bonus question, Port Your Northern. U.S. states. The last New England state to be admitted to the Union was what?
Vermont, wasn't it?
Vermont.
No, I'm sorry, it's Maine. Toss-up question, botany and chemistry. Plants use ammonia in the soil as a source of what element? Blue.
Nitrogen.
That's correct. Bonus for Northern, Southeast Asia history. After defeating Spain in the Spanish-American War, the United States took over what group of islands in the Western Pacific as a provision of the 1898 Treaty of Paris?
Philippines.
The Philippines.
Correct. Toss-up question, probability. A die is rolled. What is the probability of rolling a number less than or equal to 4? Blue.
2 and 3.
That is correct. Bonus question for the blue team, novels. The central character in this novel means, let me try that again. The central character in this novel meets an older boy named Steerforth in Mr. Creakle's school, to which he has been sent by his cruel stepfather named Mr. Murdstone. Who is he? I need your answer.
No answer.
It's David Copperfield. Toss-up, art forms. What term is used in needlework for a decoration made by applying pieces of one material to the surface of it? Blue.
Applique.
That's correct. Bonus from Port Your Northern, periodic table and valence. Elements of group 2 usually have a valence number of what?
It's
I need your answer.
2.
6.
2. Toss-up question, mountain ranges. Name the belt of mountains extending from Antarctica to Iceland, situated nearly midway between the continents. Blue.
The Mid-Atlantic Rift.
That is correct. Bonus question, blue team, geology. What is the correct term for a narrow and deep ocean embayment partially filling a glacial trough? Your answer, please.
Okay.
Finger.
Fjord. Toss-up. Fields of mathematics. What branch of geometry deals with the properties of figures that are unchanged by distortion? Blue?
Euclidean.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. No answer, green. Oh, there's an answer, green.
Plane geometry.
No, I'm sorry, that's not, it's topology. Timeout? Okay, we have a timeout for Port Your Northern. Okay. We're back to Quizbowl after timeout, and we have Port Your Northern with a score of 485 over Lapeer West High School with a score of 175. We have some new members added, so we'll let the Port Your Northern members introduce themselves.
I'm Kelly Blay.
Charlie Lewis.
Okay, do we still have the same captain?
Yep.
Okay, Lapeer West, you're still the same captain? Okay, let's do it. Toss-up question. Okay. The Earth and Sun. On January 3rd, the Earth is at aphelion. On July 4th, the Earth is at what? No answer. Perihelion, which I probably mispronounced the first one. Toss-up question. Straits and islands. Hudson Strait separates the province of Quebec from what enormous island? Blue.
Baffin.
Correct. Bonus question, Port Your Northern. Stories and commands. What did Aaron make from the materials collected as a result of this command? And Aaron said unto them, Break off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your wives, and bring them unto me.
Yeah.
Golden calf.
That is correct. Toss-up question. Adjectives and myths. What adjective that means dark and gloomy is derived from the mythical river Styx? Time. Stygian. I'm sure we use that all the time, right? Toss-up. Can't remember the last time I used it in conversation. Quotes in government history. What are the last two words in this quote attributed to William Marcy? To the victors belong blue.
The spoils.
Correct. Bonus question, Northern. Ancient cities. The following were all ancient cities that have been excavated in what modern nation? Ravenna, Lavinium, Ostia, Clusius, Capua, Herculaneum.
Italy.
That is correct. And believe it or not, I did have Latin. That's the scary part. Toss-up. History of Europe. What was it that killed 1/4 of the population of Europe in the 14th century? Green.
The Black Death.
That is correct. Bonus question, Lapeer West. Revenue sources. The main source of revenue for American public schools is what kind of tax?
Property tax. Property tax.
That is correct, and this is a bad week to mention that. All we've gotten are complaints. Toss-up. Song lyrics. According to Irving Berlin, what are you supposed to count instead of sheep? Blue.
Your blessings.
That is correct. Bonus question, Port Your Northern. Waltzes. Two of the best-known pieces written by Johann Strauss included The Blue Danube and Tales of the Vienna. What?
Woods.
Woods.
Correct. Toss-up question, plants. Name the primitive phylum of plants with these characteristics. Their thallus sends rhizoids into the soil, protected by cutin, no vascular tissue, alternation of generations. Blue.
Moss.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Green?
Lichen.
No, I'm sorry, it's bryophytes. Toss-up question, history of government. The first 10 amendments of the U.S. Constitution were influenced by another document adopted in England in green.
Bill of Rights.
More specific? Oh, it is, no, that is correct. I'm sorry, that was correct, because I said in England. Okay, you get your bonus question because you had that answered. Bonus question, Latin phrases. What is the meaning of the Latin phrase antebellum?
Before the war.
That is correct. Okay, and can we see the score there? The match is over, and we have Port Your Northern winning with a score of 555 to Lapeer West 220. Thank you very much. Good luck in your next matches.